The Hoppe and Super Rich Show. Hoppe and Super Rich. Only on WNUR 89.3 FM.
Ryan, that song has a lot of meaning to me. So, there's this show that used to be on in Chicago back in 2006 on 105.9 WCKG. You've heard me talk, a lot of people have.
Yes.
Rover's Morning Glory. He was like the replacement for Howard. He didn't do well, but I believe that if he had the right place around him, he would have made it. And when I went to Rover Fest, I was in the crowd. And I was having a great time. It's this festival in Cleveland every year. And this was playing. And I was just having the funnest time because it's a festival they have in Cleveland every year based on the radio show. And this is at like 8 p.m. at the end of the festival after I met everybody from the show. I got to meet Rover, and he said he didn't have a lot of time to meet a lot of people there. But like every time I hear that song, I think of the fun time I had in Cleveland, which is very rare because not a lot of people have fun in Cleveland. I mean, for me to have fun in Cleveland, that's like saying I went to Gary, Indiana, and I felt safe. It doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
So it's just that song has a lot of sentimental meaning to me because if it wasn't for Rover's Morning Glory, Ryan, I wouldn't be going into radio. I really believe that. There were shows before that made me interested, but if it wasn't for Shane French, a.k.a. Rover, shout out for you, I wouldn't be here at WNUR at 4:54 in the morning. Shut up! Honestly, I'm babbling like a little schoolgirl. All right, Ryan, what does it say here?
Mother of kindergartner calls school responds to fondling claims insulting.
Oh, geez, go on.
A mother is sharing her story about a school incident that still haunts her 5-year-old son, along with her outrage of response when she went to the school for answers. 10 News, which is in San Diego, agreed to hide the identity of Jenny and her son. Jenny says the incident involved a kindergartner classmate during a lunch period. She came forward after seeing Monday's Team 10 report about a mother seeking a restraining order against first graders to protect her daughter. In this latest case, an audio recording is shedding light on a mother's fears and raising eyebrows with child psychologists. So here's a quote. It is my responsibility to make sure when my child is at school he is not sexually assaulted by another student. So I guess another student reportedly fondled this girl, this mom's student.
I keep hearing about this more and more. I keep hearing calls to radio shows where they have these topics. I feel like because we're becoming such a more visual like world where we see things and like kids have the access to trash like Jersey Shore and even porn. Like, you don't know what they're seeing at home. I feel like sex is coming to them at an earlier age. Like, I had great parents that kept me away until about 4th or 5th grade, and then I went on the hub. But what I'm getting at
that's still a little early. Jeez.
Actually, no, I meant 4th or 5th grade when I was like, when I learned about girls. I went on
the
hub like in 7th grade, I think, was when I first did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Moving on in a very awkward fashion. What I'm getting at is I feel like kids nowadays, they're just trying to be Jersey Shore. They're just trying to be cool because we all emulated what the adults were. And back when we were growing up, I feel like the adults we wanted to be were like Justin Timberlake, where we were going around the house with our brooms, pretending it was a microphone going... Ba, ba, ba. That's what I used to do. I was weird. And I feel like now kids are going around the house and they see people are twerking on TV and that people are getting arrested and smiling with their greased up hair like a douchebag for getting into DUIs with their Lamborghinis. So what I'm getting at is I feel like kids at a younger age are getting influenced by all the popular people that are not good influences, Ryan.
Right.
Do you agree with me?
I do agree with you. And where's the quote? Here. Going on to it again, she says the meeting was held in Doyle Community. Well, we don't really need to read that, but yeah. So basically, that's about it. Are we playing this video clip or no?
Yeah. Why not?
Sick to my stomach. Just sick to my stomach.
This mother didn't want to reveal her
She's like
identity
sick to her
tonight.
stomach.
And she didn't want to show her face, probably because she's ugly. I mean, listen to that voice. Doesn't sound very
California. That's totally California voice.
Yeah, I love that voice they have before we get back to the clip. I mean, I have relatives out there that have friends that talk like that, like, oh my God.
My God, did you see what she was wearing?
The headphone just fell off my ear. Dude, Super Rich's voice has just come out of nowhere. Like,
I know.
I wasn't even trying to have him do it. Some people out there in the radio world might think I was trying to set you up. I did not think you were going to do that. Oh,
Yeah, I got a lot of voices. I can do them later on, maybe.
This mother
Right, back to
didn't
the
want to
clip.
reveal her identity, but tonight she is sharing her story about a school incident that still haunts her 5-year-old little boy. She says the incident involved a kindergarten classmate during a lunch period. Team 10 investigator Michael Chen joins us with the school's response that she recorded on her phone. Michael.
Take it away, Michael.
After seeing last night's Team 10 report about a mother seeking a restraining order against first graders to protect her daughter. In this latest case, an audio recording shedding light on a mother's fears and raising eyebrows with child psychologists.
Oh my God, she just walked into WNUR. Take it away, honey.
My responsibility is to make sure that when my son is at school, he is not sexually assaulted by another child.
You're listening to a frustrated mother.
It's just kind of funny, like, to hear that this is like a kindergarten. Like, I don't want my son being sexually assaulted. It's just, like, it's kind of surprising.
I feel like even when you're a young kid, you know,
What's wrong?
kind of, like, you know, touching somebody in the lower region. Because when you go to the bathroom, you're like, what's that thing that's coming out of me? Like, why is it? Like, even when you're little, you're like, why is this happening? So I feel like kids are curious, and they're like, do they have the pointers? Or why am I not feeling anything? Like, obviously, the kid wasn't trying to, like, second base her or pleasure her. They're 5-year-olds. Why are you afraid of them being sexually assaulted? Teach the kid. Give him a slap on the wrist. Take him in a timeout. Say, you cannot touch them.
Slap on the wrist.
Oh,
No.
Oh, jeez. I'm just saying. I don't know why she thinks my girl is being sexually assaulted.
No, it's her boy, right? Oh, no, maybe it's not. Well, no. Yeah, it's, I think it was a girl sexually assaulting a boy, correct?
Oh, jeez. That girl will be a dominatrix someday.
That girl will be a slut when she grows up. And that is
Portions
okay.
of WNUR's programming may be inappropriate. It was a joke. Please don't sue us.
Elementary in University City. A meeting that took place nearly 3 weeks after Jenny had a talk with her 5-year-old son. We've agreed to hide the identity of Jenny and her son.
He said that
You
the
would
girl,
hope
the little girl,
they would hide the identity of a 5-year-old. Good for you, News 10 in San Diego. You are such crusaders.
I wonder
You
if
are
this is
such
Ron
saints.
Burgundy's channel. I'm Ron Burgundy.
Will Ferrell just walked in. What's up, Will?
What's up? Nah, nobody can do a Will Ferrell voice. It's
He
Will
doesn't
Ferrell
really have
himself.
He
Yeah.
doesn't really have a voice. It's more like
I know, it's just
douchebaggery when you find yourself so funny. You right? You agree with me?
Well, I mean, I like Will Ferrell.
In portions, not when he's on.
I think
Dodge.
he's hilarious. I don't know about you, but I think he's really funny.
It's just when he's on.
I haven't
TV.
seen Anchorman 2, though.
Me neither.
But
think
I
it
do
was-
want to see it, obviously. I just haven't.
I don't know. I feel like it was shoved down our throats. Kind of like Lisa Ann's average Saturday afternoon.
class was tickling his private area.
She says her son told her the
Oh my
fondling, which took place at the lunch.
You
He's
just got that
tickling
joke?
your private area.
Oh, wait, what?
No, you go back like maybe 8 seconds.
All right, I got it. I got it here. She like.
I was
thinks-
it's just like I can't believe they show this on the
Recess
news.
It lasted longer
Yeah,
than
this
a
is
few
actually
seconds.
news.
She went to the
1 second, I'm going back.
No, like I can't believe they showed like it was just she says just tickling his private area. It's just like so ugh. It's like when you think about it,
It's uncomfortable.
it's very uncomfortable. It is.
Back to the clip.
vice principal who told her the situation would be addressed, but more than two and her son.
He said that the
All right, here's the tickling clip that Ryan wanted me to play again. We're having technical difficulties. It's the first Hoppe and Super Rich show.
Well, it's just the
Take your-
computer's kind of slow, but yeah.
It's as slow as a retarded turtle.
the little girl in his class was tickling his private area.
She says her son
It's
told
just so random. It's just like the girl in class was tickling his private area. Oh God.
Congratulations, you have a kid who's popular. It's a Johnny Manziel in the making.
her the fondling, which took place at the lunch recess period, lasted longer than
God, this voice is bothering me. The fondling. Why? Is
They're like
this-
making it so professional, but it's not. Like, how can you make this professional?
It's creepy.
It is.
in a few seconds. She went to the vice principal, who told her the situation would be addressed. But more than 2 weeks later,
He had night terrors. He wet his
This
bed,
has nothing to do with the
screamed
school.
and cried.
Stop making
This is the problem with parents this day.
Go on.
Now, hold on a second. Okay. Now, so my mother's a first grade teacher. All the time, she'll get emails from parents saying, my son, why did my son get a certain grade on this or a certain thing on this or not doing this? I don't understand whatever happened to people, being concerned with their kids' performance, not going to the teachers and saying, why did my son get this grade? It's the kid's fault if they're not learning things.
Quit making excuses for being a
Right.
bad parent, for not making
So
them do
now this
homework.
lady is claiming that that it's the school's fault that the kid's having night terrors. No, idiot. It's your fault that the kid's having night terrors. It's the kid's fault that he's having night terrors.
It's
Everyone has
probably-
night terrors. So what? Yeah, so he got tickled, which is horrible, and it shouldn't happen in kindergarten because that's a little too young to be doing things like that. And it really has nothing to do with the school.
So putting him on TV in a big market like San Diego is helping his cause, honey. You think you're being mom of the year. I get you're anonymous, but it's the principle of the matter. The fact that you're not trying to fix things at home. You have to
I know.
blame everybody
You
else.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what happens, like, at schools nowadays. Like, it's always, like, the parents, like, going to the teachers saying, being mean, like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Just let the teachers do their job and let the school do its job.
Honey.
her son was still anxious. Jenny says the girl had not...
It's showing a picture of the kid with a helmet on. Yeah, blurs out the face, but it shows him wearing an incredible shirt. Like, you're trying to say it's everybody else's fault, but you pretty much have your kid on TV. If I was next door neighbors with the kid, I would probably recognize him. It shows his skin color. It shows a shirt. It shows a helmet. You would probably recognize if you saw him biking on the block. You try to act like you're this great mom. You're putting him on a TV channel in the 9th biggest market, which is San Diego. What the hell's wrong with you?
Been moved from her son's table, and a chat with the girl's mother revealed she hadn't been contacted by the school. Jenny met with a school administrator and a counselor and recorded the conversation to make sure it was documented.
Sexual harassment as a disciplinary action doesn't even fall.
Why is sexual harassment in first grade being associated? I hated girls in first grade. I thought cooties were real. I thought they were weird.
But you know what? I didn't. I actually liked girls in first grade, and it's kind of weird, but I can talk about that after the clip.
Please do.
All in till 4th grade.
Jenny says right before that explanation was stated by the administrator.
Can you get anybody else to do a voice? Like maybe Louis 2 Live, who did a drop for us for this show? Anybody with a professional voice? This guy sounds like he hasn't got a load off in 10 years. Yeah, got so much stuffed up.
The counselor said this.
The children had
My wife never puts out because I had the testosterone of a first grader.
moved on. The children had let go. They had a learning experience. They now know where
Why is everybody's voice in the clip so creepy? The learning experience.
The children have moved on. The children have let it go.
They are now being babysat by Uncle Jerry, and he lets them go to football practices. Yay.
Say yes to candy. Always say yes to candy.
Come in my dark back of the van. Yes, there's no windows, but trust me, I got a glow light so you can see around. I mean, that's what they're sounding like. It's creepy. Can you get anybody who's normal in San Diego to do the News 10 announcing?
I don't think there's normal people in San Diego.
I don't think there's normal people in Los Angeles.
No.
Well, my child has known where his private area is.
I was insulted. I was enraged.
Quit calling it the private area. Do you say it at home? Honey,
That's your private area, honey.
Why is the bed wet? Did you wet the private area? And now my mom would say, did you go pee-pee?
Did you piss your pants, Ryan? Did you pee your pants again?
Why did you urinate again? Since she's a nurse. Quit urinating, you loser.
Get it together, Ryan. I can't keep washing these sheets.
Mom, stop it.
I was angered.
Child psychologist Dr. Joel Lazar says the counselor's response is puzzling since the boy was so clearly affected. He says incidents of young children...
And they're showing him again. They are zooming in on his incredible shirt. She's trying to act like her son's a victim. Now, that shouldn't be happening to a first grader, right?
Well, he is a victim to the girl, but he's not a victim to the school. I don't understand where the school comes in. Why are you mad at the school? This is between the girl and the boy And so
And
deal out with
parents.
that. It's all with the parents.
Maybe it should be with the school. Like, why isn't there people watching it? But
Right.
why is this on the news? And
It's
why
probably
are you-
under a desk or something. No one's paying attention.
Maybe this was when you're out at recess and you're.
Oh yeah, no, actually I think it was at recess, which makes it, nobody's watching except like the lunch ladies, and they don't really.
Dude,
watch.
much went down at recess. It was unreal.
I know, right?
All I'm getting at is she's trying to act like her son. Oh my God, he was made fun of, and he probably was. Yeah, you're showing him on the news, so then you're a mama's boy. At some point, you have to not.
Well, all 5-year-olds are mama's boys. Come on.
I'm just saying. Why are you saying one thing and then you're showing him on News 10 ABC in San Diego and
San
they're zooming
Diego.
in on his blurred out face? Yeah, it's blurred out, but you can see everything else about him. Just saying, honey.
Touching other children must be looked at on a case-by-case basis.
Some children might brush it off as, okay, this person's just being playful and silly. Other children might interpret it as a more serious invasion of their personal life.
Cannot listen to this. Overreacting.
Now we're done with this stuff, but
Shut up.
it doesn't matter.
You dummy.
So anyway, I was going back to whatever. Yeah, but like in kindergarten and stuff, like I still liked girls and stuff. I didn't think they had cooties or whatever. In first grade, I got rejected by a girl.
I've been rejected my whole life.
In first grade was the first time I was rejected by a girl. I wanted to. I think at recess I went up to her and asked for a hug, and then she punched me, like in the arm, not in the face. She like punched me in the arm, and then I got scared and I didn't go back.
Jesus, Chris Brown.
And I actually know who she is. I'm still friends with her on Facebook. Whatever. I'm gonna keep the name anonymous because
Yes,
I'm not
please do.
really friends with her.
Please do. Please keep it anonymous. I would actually.
Oh, of
dump
course.
that.
And then in fourth grade, I asked a girl out in fourth grade, and I gave her a fake ring that I got at a little vending machine thing at Dominic's, like a 50-cent fake ring or whatever. And I gave it to her, and I asked her if she wanted to go out. She said no, not right now. And then I sort of ran away.
Wow, you were really planning things ahead for that.
That's right.
Do you
And
know
then
how-
after that, I didn't ask anybody out. I did it all early. How sad is that?
I'm the same way. Trust me. I feel like we're very similar. We just grew up in different suburbs, and we're different people. Wow.
No kidding.
112 Anywhere featuring Lil Zane.
We'll be back after this.
This song really sets a mood. You laying in bed and you're trying to figure out what should go down and you want to give a play-by-play? Call us 847-866-WNUR. It's 847-9687. Hoppy and we're so super rich. God, I'm creepy.
The Hoppy and Super Rich Show.
All right, here's the deal, Ryan.
What's the deal?
The deal is this. I'm a bit afraid driving home because as Brian Wolvang said on the air, it's a bit snowy out.
I hope it's not snowing too bad.
Because you're the dude that lives in damn Mundelein.
I'm only like a half hour north of you. It's not that far. I just hop on 94. 94 goes pretty much all the way.
Check out hoppyradio.com, rhoppy9 at yahoo.com if you're interested in syndication. You can talk to my agent. His name is Ryan Hoppy. And I'm at Hoppy Radio 89.3 on Twitter. Where are you at, Super? I'm so rich. I'm awesome.
At Ryan Stuppridge, and you can also check out my website, ryanstuppridge.wordpress.com. Just, a bunch of stuff on there.
And remember, portions of WNUR's programming may be inappropriate for younger or more sensitive, not so super rich listeners. WNUR believes this material to be artistically and culturally significant. We will play this music only and talk radio only and shock jockery only between the hours of 11:30 p.m. and 6 a.m. All right, here's the deal, Ryan.
Yeah.
We will be back next week from 3 to 6 a.m. We just cut out a bit early because we want to kind of get home safe and not die so we can be here next week to do the show for you. The Sunday morning sunrise with Wendy is up next.
In about a half
The
hour or
Hoppy
so.
and Super Rich Show is now over.
Bye.
Goodbye.